Blackwood Manor stood on a hill overlooking the town of Ravenwood. The house, a sprawling Victorian mansion, was always shrouded in fog. The fog seemed to cling to the house as if it were a living thing trying to hide some terrible secret. The townsfolk avoided Blackwood Manor. They whispered tales of a curse and the ghosts that haunted its halls. No one dared to go near it. One crisp autumn day, a young family arrived in Ravenwood. Victor Hargrove, his wife Eleanor, and their daughter Clara were on their way to their new home. They were excited to start a new life in this quaint town. They had purchased Blackwood Manor for a steal. It was a dream come true, or so they thought. The townsfolk warned them not to go. They spoke of the curse that hung over the manor. Victor, however, dismissed their warnings as mere superstition.
Ghosts and curses are nothing but folklore. I believe in what I can see and touch. I'll prove the townsfolk wrong. Blackwood Manor will be ours.
They moved into the manor on a gloomy afternoon. The air was thick with the smell of dampness and decay. As days turned into weeks, the Hargrove family began to settle into their new home. Victor, busy with his work, paid little attention to the strange noises that echoed through the halls at night. Eleanor, a woman of quiet disposition, dismissed them as the creaking of an old house.
It's just the house settling, nothing more.
Clara, however, was drawn to the mysteries of the manor. She loved to explore its dusty attics and forgotten rooms. One day, while exploring the manor's library, she stumbled upon a hidden compartment. Inside, she found a small, leather-bound diary. It was the diary of Lady Margaret Blackwood, the former mistress of the manor. The diary's pages were filled with Lady Margaret's elegant script, each stroke of the pen revealing a glimpse into her soul. Clara was immediately drawn into her world, a world of grand balls, secret romances, and a darkness that eventually consumed her. The opulence of the ballroom masked the secrets that lay beneath. Lady Margaret wrote of a forbidden love and a betrayal that shattered her heart. The pain of her unfulfilled love was palpable in every word she penned. She detailed a pact she made with a dark entity, seeking revenge on those who had wronged her. The desperation in her writing was evident as she recounted the fateful night, but the price of the pact was her soul, binding her to the manor for eternity. The once grand estate became her eternal prison.
This is unsettling. The weight of her sorrow is almost tangible. Her words, they paint such a chilling picture of her descent into despair and madness. It's as if the pages themselves are haunted by her anguish.
The diary ended abruptly, leaving Clara with a sense of unease. The sudden stop felt like a scream cut short. As Clara delved deeper into the diary, a chill ran down her spine. The air around her seemed to grow colder with each page she turned. Lady Margaret's words painted a chilling picture of her descent into despair and madness. Her once joyful entries became filled with paranoia and fear. Her once joyful entries became filled with paranoia and fear. The transformation in her writing was stark and unsettling. There were frantic scribbles about shadows that followed her and voices that whispered her name. The haunting presence seemed to grow stronger with each entry.
Forgive me. My pact has cursed this manor, trapping my spirit within its walls for eternity. The weight of her regret was heavy in her words. I beg of you, someone, break the curse and release me from my torment. Her plea was a desperate cry for salvation.
The final entry was a desperate plea for forgiveness. It was clear that Lady Margaret's spirit was trapped in a cycle of torment. Lady Margaret wrote of a chilling realization. Her pact had cursed the manor, trapping her spirit within its walls for eternity. The once beautiful home had become a place of eternal sorrow. She begged for someone to break the curse, to release her from her torment. Her final words echoed with a haunting plea for freedom.
I found this old diary in the attic. It was hidden beneath a pile of dusty, forgotten belongings. It belonged to Lady Margaret Blackwood, a name that sends shivers down the spine of anyone who knows the history of this place.
Oh dear, what does it say? The very sight of it gives me chills.
It talks about a curse she placed on this manor. It's terrifying. The words are filled with such malice and hatred.
Nonsense. It's just a work of fiction, a figment of a lonely woman's imagination. There's no such thing as curses.
Despite Victor's skepticism, Eleanor couldn't shake off the feeling of unease that settled upon her after hearing the diary's contents. The words seemed to linger in the air, haunting her every thought. The atmosphere in Blackwood Manor changed. It became more oppressive, as if the very walls were closing in. It became heavy with an unseen presence. The air grew thick, and an eerie silence fell over the manor. Whispers seemed to emanate from the walls, and shadows danced in the corners of their eyes. It was as if the house itself was alive, watching them.
Did you hear that? It sounded like someone was calling my name.
Yes, it's like the walls are whispering. It's unnerving to say the least.
One evening during a fierce storm, Victor, while working in his study, cried out. The storm seemed to amplify the eerie atmosphere.
Ah! The scream echoed through the halls, sending shivers down their spines.
When Eleanor and Clara rushed in, they found him lying on the floor, lifeless. The scene was horrifying. His face was contorted in a mask of terror, his eyes wide with a fear they had never witnessed before. It was as if he had seen something truly dreadful.
Victor, no! This can't be happening!
The doctor couldn't explain Victor's sudden demise. It was a mystery that left everyone baffled. He declared it a heart attack, but Eleanor knew deep down that something more sinister was at play. The diary's curse seemed all too real now. Fear now truly gripped Eleanor and Clara, the diary's words echoing in their minds. They couldn't escape the feeling that they were being watched. They were trapped, haunted by the vengeful spirit of Lady Margaret. The manor had become a prison of whispers and shadows. Desperate for answers, Eleanor decided to seek help. She'd heard whispers in town of a Professor Julian Morris, an expert in the occult and ancient curses.
Professor Morris, we need your help. Strange things are happening at Blackwood Manor, and my husband, he's gone.
Tell me everything.
Professor Morris listened intently as Eleanor recounted the strange occurrences at Blackwood Manor and Lady Margaret's tragic tale. He examined the diary, his brow furrowed in concentration.
This is indeed troubling. Blackwood Manor is cursed by Lady Margaret's pact. Her spirit, fueled by betrayal and despair, is tethered to the manor. Her anger is directed at anyone who dares to reside within her former home.
Is there any way to stop her?
There might be. If we can find what binds Lady Margaret's spirit to the manor, we could perhaps appease her and break the curse. The answer may be hidden within the manor itself, perhaps revealed in Lady Margaret's diary.
Eleanor and Clara returned to Blackwood Manor, their hearts heavy with dread, but a flicker of determination burning within them. They scoured the diary, desperately searching for any clue that could lead them to the source of Lady Margaret's torment. The old pages were filled with cryptic notes and eerie drawings, each more unsettling than the last.
Look, Mother, there's a recurring mention of a hidden room, a sanctum where she practiced her dark arts. It seems to be a place she kept secret from everyone, even her closest confidants.
A hidden room? Where could it be? This mansion is full of secrets and hidden corners. It could be anywhere.
The diary mentions a loose floorboard in the study. It could be the entrance to her secret chamber. We need to find it quickly before it's too late.
With bated breath, they pried open the floorboard. Beneath it, they found a set of narrow, creaking steps leading down into the darkness. Armed with lanterns, they descended into the musty darkness. The air grew colder, and a palpable sense of dread washed over them. The steps finally led to a small, dusty chamber. In the center sat a table covered in strange symbols and a large, leather-bound spellbook. The room felt like it hadn't been touched in decades.
This must be it. We have to find a way to end this. The answers must be here, hidden within these ancient pages.
Let's hope this spellbook holds the answers we need. If we can decipher its secrets, we might be able to put an end to Lady Margaret's torment once and for all.